Microsoft Office. In most cases, if you start working at service desk, you will support a lot of Microsoft Office related issues. We have to remember that in many cases we will work with people who are not good at IT. I have seen tickets asking, "What's PowerPoint? How can what's that? There is a weird red icon on my desktop. What's that?" Yes, your job is to be patient and explain everything in detail. When it comes to more advanced topics and issues, in most cases you will work with Outlook. Outlook is extremely important for companies today. Outlook allows you to manage your emails, calendars, and contacts. A lot of users, and especially managers, rely on things that are inside. If you receive a ticket about Outlook, well, sometimes it might be a higher priority because someone has no access to his emails, calendars, and so on. The main product you can buy from Microsoft today is Office 365. There is a version for home and business users. It's a pretty complicated topic, to be honest, when it comes to all licenses. You have to spend some time going through all these things and options. You have to be okay to recommend a solution to an end user. The package that I've got is Office 365 Business. There are two main reasons for this package. The first one is that Outlook is included. In many home packages, Outlook is not included. The second option and the second thing is that you can use Office 365 for commercial purposes. When you think about a home package, it's not really allowed. Pay attention to what Microsoft says about a license. Sometimes they say it is up to 6 people, up to 6 family members. On the other hand, when you think about my package, it is for one user, but I can install it on 5 devices. Do you get the idea? A home package means I can install it on my PC, my girlfriend's PC, and so on. When it comes to a business package, I have to own all my devices. When you think about a big company, hundreds, thousands of users, it makes more sense to go for Office E1, E3 or E5. It's much cheaper, as you can see, $8 for instance dollars a month. You get more features and more options. To make it even more complicated, we have Office 365 and there is Microsoft 365. I'm not sure why Microsoft did that. I know 365 is a really important name for Microsoft, but come on, don't call everything 365. Now it is so complicated, so difficult to figure out what you can use. Office Business 365, Home 365, Office E1 365, and so on. The good news is that in most cases you can go to a Microsoft partner and they will help you. They know everything in detail and they can recommend the best solution for you. Are you ready to install Microsoft Office on T01? Let's give it a go. You log in office.com and you can download Office 365 apps. When you click on this button, no questions will be asked. Yes, Microsoft is not going to ask you, "Oh, do you really want to install it? Do you want to install all apps? Maybe you need PowerPoint only." Not really. Everything will be installed. If you have an older version of Office, you can download it off Microsoft using this link. You have to provide a product key, you can verify, and then a package will be downloaded. It does work. I tested it for Office 2010 a few days ago. I was able to download Office 2010 without any problems after providing my product key. It's a bit different now because with Office 365 you pay per month, per year. You don't really own a product, you can in a way use it. Is it a better solution? In many cases it is. Well, for sure for Microsoft it is. When you think about my Office 2010, I bought it, 11 years ago, and it was a one-time thing. Well, that was pretty expensive, probably like £300 or £400, but that's it. I have never paid Microsoft a single pound since. Well, now it's a different story. I pay $30 a month and, I don't own this product. Microsoft allows me to use it. On the other hand, when you think about some pretty expensive products, it is a better choice. A few years ago, it was very difficult to go and buy a license. It was very expensive. Today, you can just pay $10, $20 a month and use a product. It's better because you can just stop paying and, you don't need this application for a few months, and then you can just say, okay, you know what, Microsoft? I need Office for a few weeks, for a few months. You can pay them $20 a month and use the whole package. You don't have to pay $500 upfront. A lot of people say that the next generation of Windows, whatever name we will come up with, Windows 11, Windows 15, we don't really know, but a lot of people say that you will have to pay every month to use it. When you want to buy Windows 10, you go online, you go to a shop and you just buy a box. That's what I did for my laptop. T01 has Windows 10 Pro. Do you remember? So yes, in a few years, everything will be a subscription-based service. We will talk about Outlook in our next lecture. When I decided to record a course about Service Desk, one of the things I did was a Microsoft Exchange online account. Yes, it is a real paid service from Microsoft. It's called Exchange Online. My email address is marius@marius.onmicrosoft.com. It's a pretty strange name. Don't worry, you can always register your own domain and use it. I need it for this training only, so I am okay with it. I will actually cancel it after 2 or 3 months when I'm done recording this course. Another reason for having this email address is that you can actually open it and manage it from Outlook. What you can see on your screen is Web Outlook, a web application. A lot of people prefer a real application, Outlook from Office. It's not a problem, you can use both at the same time. They will synchronize. I will copy my email address and we will try and install it, configure it using Outlook. We have Access, Excel, Office Tools, and Outlook. PowerPoint, Publisher, Word, but we are interested in Outlook. When you open it, Outlook will try and search for accounts. If you use the same account everywhere, you don't have to do anything. When you open Outlook on a new PC, you don't have to do anything. In here, I am logged in as a different user, so I will just paste my email address. In most cases, if this is an Exchange, Microsoft Exchange based address, Microsoft Exchange is an email server from Microsoft, you don't have to do anything. You can decide what my company can do about my address and my devices, but you don't have to provide any details. As you can see, my account has been successfully added. I can receive and send emails using Outlook. Do you remember we did receive one email from our manager? Let's check if it's there. Here we go. Microsoft Exchange is not the only option out there. You can go for Gmail, you can go for Yahoo, you can go for your own domain and your own email server. When you think about Microsoft Exchange, you can go for some additional options. And one of the things that you have to understand is that when you think about a Microsoft Exchange account, all information will be kept in this file, OST. When you think about some other accounts, in most cases, you will have a file with a special extension, PST. Let's try and add a fake account, something that doesn't exist. I'll show you what I mean. When I say Gmail, as far as I remember, Outlook will identify it. Let's give it a go. Yeah, I don't have a password, I can just come up with a password. When you click connect, please note that my server has been identified. I don't have to type it in. It's a different story if you use your own email server, if you use Yahoo or something else. I will have to fill in all boxes. There are two main servers that you have to identify. It's an incoming and outgoing server. An incoming server uses a special protocol, POP3. POP3 uses port 110. What's a port number? A port number allows you to identify a service. In this case, when I say incoming email, I say 110, everybody knows, oh, it is POP3, a special incoming server, a protocol that allows me to download my emails. The second server, the second protocol, is for outgoing, for sending out my emails. In this case, port is 25, the protocol is called Simple Mail Transfer Protocol. Okay, do I really have to memorize all these things? Yes. Actually, this is the most popular interview question. When I want to hire someone, I ask him, okay, what's port 25? If you want to configure an incoming email server, what is your main option? There is one additional option. You can require an encrypted connection. SSL TLS. SSL TLS is a special protocol that you use every day. When you type HTTPS, S is for secure, you are going to use a special encrypted connection based on this protocol called SSL. If you think about an incoming email, you want your connection to be encrypted. It's not really your choice. In most cases, your administrator, your email administrator decides, okay, mate, you should really encrypt your connections. All emails that you will receive will be kept in a special file, PST. You can use an existing data file. If you don't go for an existing file, a new one will be created for you. If you want to make a backup, you just have to copy this PST file. That's it. Okay, what about Microsoft Exchange? Do I have to copy this OST file that you showed a few minutes ago? Not really. You could, but Microsoft Exchange is not going to download anything off the server and delete. Not really. Microsoft Exchange is going to synchronize your emails. It is possible with some other accounts. There is a special protocol called IMAP, but it is beyond our discussion. Finally, what can you see when it comes to Microsoft Excel, Word, and so on? You can find a lot of questions. I'll show you something that everybody keeps asking for. When we have a spreadsheet like this, I want to print it, but as you can see, I have 2 pages. I want to have everything on 1 page. How can you fix it? You go to this last option, you can just remove this page view. Now you can tweak it, you can change to landscape, you can change the size, you can make it fit better. It's much better now. This is what you can expect when it comes to an issue from an end user. Why do you have an account error? Again, Microsoft Office will try and use my login name. So I am Mike HR at whatever. But my Microsoft package was in a way licensed for somebody else. So I just have to click on Marius K to let Microsoft and Office know, you know what? It's not Mike, it's Marius who is licensed to use this package. Of course, in the real world, you want to keep everything under one name to make it very easy for your end users. Mike needs us again. He has just created a ticket for us. Let's see what's inside. How can I password protect my dock? Can you show me, please? Sure, Mike, no problem. I can give you a call and show you how you can configure a password in Microsoft Word. So you connect, you say, okay, you have your document ready. You go to Save As, whatever location you want. In Tools, you go for Options. You have 2 passwords that you can go for. You can configure a password to open your document and modify it. Okay, Mike, are you okay with it? Yes, thank you very much, Marius. You're the best. I will let John know you are the best service desk guy out there. Well, thank you, Mike. We are here to help you. We can add a note and close this ticket. Here is a bonus question. What if Mike puts a password in this document and then he goes, Marius, you will kill me. I don't know what the password is. Well, do you have like a master password? Do you have a backdoor? Can you do anything about it? The answer is not really. There is no official way to open a document that was password protected by an end user. What you can do, if you are allowed by your manager and your security team, you can use a special application to crack this password. Well, cracking, that doesn't sound right. It's okay if you're authorized, you know? It's okay to forget a password. You can't recover it, but it is okay to guess what your password is. We will use something that is called a brute force attack. We will actually try all possible combinations. You can use a special application that will allow you to achieve it. It will literally go one by one. It will start with A, B, C, D, and then AB, AC, AD, and so on. All possible combinations will be tried out. Sometimes we say it is a brute force attack. It is not going to be a service desk job to recover a password, but you know, it's good to know that there is an option like this. please do not recommend it to your end users, to your customers. You have to ask your manager and your security team it's okay to do it.